Hello everyone, am I audible to all? Please message fast. Guys, am I audible to all of you? Please message. I hope I am audible and visible to all of you. Please message fast. Then we will start the session. Shiv Shankar, am I audible to all of you? Please message. Then we will start our session. I hope everything is fine at my end. Just message fast, guys. So how are you all and how's everything going, friends? कैसा चल रहा है सब कैसी है तबीयत आप सबकी and how's the studies are going on and whether you are enjoying these session or not, please tell me. Good morning Megha, good morning Shiv Shankar. I hope everything is fine at your end. So we will start the session now. We will bring this we are coming with a new topics today, and all these topics again are very important. Okay, so let's begin the session. Let's start our session. So what or acha one more thing, इससे पहले आई एम फाइन मेघा, आई एम डूइंग ग्रेट, गुड मॉर्निंग सागर। इससे पहले के जो वीडियोस हैं वो भी आप जरूर देखिएगा, क्योंकि ये जो थीम्स है ना, दे आर नॉट ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर 2025 बट ऑल्सो फॉर 2026। यानी कि अगर आपका अटेम्प्ट 2026 में है तब भी ये सारे टॉपिक्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। क्योंकि देखिए क्या है, इकोनॉमी में जो कन्वेंशनल टॉपिक्स होते हैं दे आर काइंड ऑफ अ रिपीटेटिव थिंग्स. We only add current part into that. So even if your attempt is in 2026, I will recommend you to watch these videos. And those who are having the attempt in 2025 after clearing the prelims, it is most important topics for them. So we had made almost a few videos before as well. So now we will continue with the series only and discuss what all today we have in our bag. So let's start. The first topic today we have is service sector growth. Service sector growth. As you all know, India when get independent in 1947, from 1947 onwards till 1990, from 1947 till 1990, India is focusing more on development of their agriculture and little bit of manufacturing sector. But after 90s, when the LPG reform was adopted by government of India, Indian complete shift of India is towards the service sector. I'm not saying that we are not producing agricultural crops or we are not focusing on manufacturing, but there is a paradigm shift of India in the service domain. And this service sector is very, very important for us because it contribute maximum in the GDP, and it also significantly employ many Indians in the work profile. Because you all know we have a huge population. To cater this huge population, service sector play a very important role. So UPSC may ask in a mains question a direct question from service sector. And the importance of service sector, as I mentioned, it is very important domain for the development of the nation, because it contribute directly in the GDP segment, and also in employment sector it provide one of the highest employment. So we'll start with a session what all is there in service sector, what all is important in context of service sector. So first of all, if we will talk about the importance of service sector, that you can mention even in introduction, is service sector's role in Indian economy. Service sector role in Indian economy. Service sector role in Indian economy. What is the role of service sector in Indian economy? We must know this first. What is the major role of service sector in context of Indian economy? If we talk about in context of GDP, in context of GDP, it contribute 50 almost it contribute almost 56%. So in context of GDP, it contribute almost 56%. That means share in GDP is almost 56%. Then if we talk about in general, in context of, just a second friends, in context of export domain, in context of export domain also, it constitute almost 47%. In context of export also, it constitute almost 47%. Okay. In export sector development, In export sector development, it constitute almost 47%. It contribute 47%. That means in our export, it contribute almost 47%. Then in context of total employment, in context of total employment, in total employment, it contribute around 28%. In total employment, it contribute 28%. Okay, so this and in context of share in FDI, in context of share in FDI, it is around 19%. So this is, you can write an introduction. This is, you can write an introduction. The contribution of service sector in Indian economy. Firstly, in context of GDP, it contribute almost 56%. In export sector, it contribute 47%. In terms of total employment, it contribute 28%. And in context of share in FDI, it contribute almost 19%. So this is the role of GDP. This is the role of service sector in overall Indian economic prospects. I hope it is being clear to you all. This is, you can write an introduction. Now, let's talk about significance or importance of service sector. Significance of service sector. What is the significance of service sector? How much important this service sector is towards Indian economy? Sonia ji, good morning. How much significant this service sector is? Major driver of Indian economy. Major growth driver of Indian economy. Major growth driver of Indian economy. It is a major growth driver of Indian economy. How come? Because it is contributing. Because it is contributing in overall GDP. The highest contribution in the GDP is of service sector. Promote development of manufacturing sector. Promote development of manufacturing sector. Promote development of manufacturing sector. The development of manufacturing sector is contributed by this only. All the manufacturing sector domain. All the manufacturing sector domains contribution is given by the service sector, because whatever the things, the goods are produced by the manufacturing sector, service sector add value addition in that. Packing, labeling, branding, advertisement, marketing, all are the part of this service sector only. Third, development of agriculture. Development of agriculture. Now, how you might be surprised how agriculture is developing by the service sector. You all might heard the name of Electronic National Agriculture Marketer. That is ENAM. It provide online services for agriculture marketing. Kisan Rail. Okay. All these are a kind of services through which whatever is being produced by the farmer is now distributed across the world with the help of this service sector. So service sector not only contribute in its overall sense through software development or through the consultancy services, it also push the manufacturing and agriculture sector by providing them different kind of services, by providing them different kind of platforms. And through this service sector, the Indian economy is doing fabulous job. Through this service sector, Indian economy is doing fabulous job. So this is the role of service sector in overall Indian economy. I hope it is being clear to all. This is the significance. Third, enhance total factor productivity. Enhance total factor productivity. Enhance total factor productivity. Now, how it enhances total factor productivity. Now, suppose if anything is produced in the primary sector, or if anything is produced or converted into manufacturing sector, if there is no service sector, how we can distribute that goods into different part of our nation? Suppose a farmer of Rajasthan produces anything, and there is a demand of that goods in West Bengal, or in, let's say, in Bihar. With the help of service sector, we fulfill the needs and demand of the customers of West Bengal and Bihar, and also support the income of Rajasthan farmer. So it enhances the total factor productivity also, friends. Then it promote ease of living, promote ease of living by providing different services. By providing different services. In today's complex environment, in today's complex world, there is a essential need of services, different kind of services: health service, education service, consultancy service. There are thousands of services. So with the help of this service sector, it provide a kind of ease in our overall living, and this ease we'll get through different service sector, different service domains. And lastly, it integrate Indian economy with world economy. Integration of Indian economy, integration of Indian economy with world economy. We integrate Indian economy with world economy, and that is globalization only. That we call as globalization. We are integrating Indian economy with the world economy. Whatever is their demand in world economy, we fulfill through India. Whatever is the demand of India, it is fulfilled through world economy. And what is globalization itself? Globalization means integrating of Indian economy with world economy under free flow of goods, technology, and movement of people across the sector. That is globalization only. So globalization can happen because of this service sector also. That's why the importance of this service sector is huge. And this is the reason UPSC might ask a question on the importance of service sector as well. I hope the significance of service sector is clear to all. That is the reason why service sector is considered as a major domain sector of India. Now, next important thing is what are the major reasons? What are the major reasons for growth of service sector? For growth of service sector. What are the major reasons for the growth of service sector? Okay. Why service sector grows so fastly in India? Malik, good morning. So what are the major reasons for the growth of service sector? What all are the major reasons of that? So first of all, is structural transformation. Structural transformation of Indian economy, of structural transformation of Indian economy after 1991. Structural transformation of Indian economy after 1991. After 1991. After 1991, there is a structural transformation happened in Indian economy. We shifted from primary sector to service sector. We shifted from primary sector to tertiary sector. Okay, Saf, do attend this class. Most welcome. Second, after that, proactive government policies. Proactive government policies. Proactive government policies. What kind of policies? What are the proactive government policies? Example, UPI, digital payment infrastructure, digital payment infrastructure, all of them, all of these things are proactively, all of these things proactively done by government to provide services to the people. Good morning, Rishi. So all these structural transformation of Indian economy after 1991, adoption of globalization. Second, proactive government policies, example UPI, digital payment infrastructure. It also play a very important, very huge role in the development prospect. Then technological advancement. Technological advancement. Technological advancement also play a great role in context of economic development. Why? Because the more you innovate, the more you use the current better technologies, the better service delivery you can give into you. Now, imagine 15 years before that people are ordering their food through a mobile phone anytime, 24/7. People are ordering, people want to go from one place to another place 24/7. They can book a cab. So, what is this? This is service sector only. Okay, on one call you get a medical consultation, service sector only. So even all these things are the needs why service sector grow so fastly in context of India. Then liberalization of FDI, foreign direct investment, got liberalized. Earlier, before 1991, we put so many restrictions, so many quotas, so many hurdles in foreign direct investment. But now, with the liberalization of FDI, we allow FDI in many sectors through automatic route, through government routes as well. So liberalization of FDI bring foreign technology in India, a kind of research perspective in India, a kind of westernization in India. Now that is positive, negative, that is a different game. Okay. Then next is increase in income and rapid urbanization. Increase of income and rapid urbanization. Increase of income and rapid urbanization. The income of the people increase fastly. If you see the income of people, good morning Manju, good morning Simar. If you will see the income of people before 90s and income of people today, there is a huge change. There is a drastic change in that. There is a huge change. There is a drastic change in that. Now, why this happened? What is the reason of this happen? This happened because of this globalization impact, because of the development of the service sector. सिमर ये क्लास डेली होती है 11:30 पे. ये क्लास डेली होती है 11:30 AM मंडे टू फ्राइडे. और ये मेंस के टॉपिक्स की क्लास होती है. ये मेंस के टॉपिक की क्लास होती है जिसमें हम मेंस के टॉपिक्स को बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ते हैं. ठीक है. और ये 2025 का जिन्होंने इस साल प्रीलिम्स दिया है उनके लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, और जिनका अटेम्प्ट नेक्स्ट ईयर है 2026 में उनके लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. अच्छा, मुझे एक बात और आपसे कहनी है, मुझे एक बात और आप लोगों सबसे कहनी है. आने वाले जो 4 दिन है, वेडनेसडे, सॉरी 3 दिन है, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे और फ्राइडे, क्योंकि हमारी ये क्लास मंडे टू फ्राइडे होती है, सैटरडे संडे को नहीं होती. आने वाले जो 3 दिन है, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे और फ्राइडे, इन 3 दिनों के लिए मुझे जयपुर जाना पड़ रहा है किसी काम से. ठीक है. मैंने 3 दिन की रिकॉर्डिंग कर दी है. सेम 11:30 बजे वो क्लास आपकी चलेगी, लेकिन रिकॉर्डेड फॉर्म में चलेगी. मतलब आप अपने डाउट्स उसमें पूछोगे तो मैं डाउट्स नहीं बता पाऊंगा, लेकिन आपकी क्लास मिस नहीं होगी. यानी वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे और फ्राइडे, ये जो 3 दिन है, इसमें 11:30 बजे ही सुबह क्लास चलेगी. ठीक है. लेकिन उसमें मैं आपके डाउट्स नहीं बता पाऊंगा, वो एक तरह की रिकॉर्डेड क्लास चलेगी. फिर जो अगला मंडे आएगा उससे हमारी लाइव क्लासेस कंटिन्यू रहेगी. तो मैंने ये इसलिए किया ताकि आपका एक भी दिन खराब नहीं हो, और आपकी पढ़ाई में कोई रुकावट नहीं आए, आपकी प्राइवेट क्लास में कोई रुकावट ना आए. इसलिए अगले 3 दिन जो है वो आपकी क्लास एक तरह से चलती रहेगी, लेकिन मैं डाउट एड्रेस नहीं कर पाऊंगा. और टाइम 11:30 बजे ही होगा. मंडे से, जो मंडे आएगा उस दिन से हमारी लाइव क्लास वापस शुरू होगी. तो आप ये मत सोचना कि सर कहाँ चलेगा एकदम से और या रिकॉर्डेड शुरू क्यों हो गया, क्योंकि 3 दिन मुझे जयपुर जाना है, कुछ जरूरी काम है उसके लिए. ठीक है. So these are the major reasons for the growth of service sector. These are the major reasons of growth of service sector. Now moving ahead, before that, we are launching our foundation batch from 10th of June. हम लोग 10th of June से हमारा foundation batch start कर रहे हैं. That is in English medium. और इस foundation batch में we will cover whole prelims, whole mains in very detailed form. We are starting this foundation batch from 10th of June. We'll cover whole foundation, prelims and mains. The details are mentioned in the description. Details जो है description में mention है. आपको टेलीग्राम ग्रुप भी दिख जाएगा, उसमें एक फोन नंबर भी दिख जाएगा, आप उस पर कॉल कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, आप कॉल भी कर सकते हैं. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. शिवशंकर मेरा जाने का था, लेकिन मैंने जैसा बताया मुझे जयपुर जाना है. आज मेरी टिकट है अभी दिन की, तो मैं अगर जयपुर नहीं जाना होता तो मैं 100% जाता सर के फंक्शन में. बट हमारी दुआएं, हमारा प्यार सर के साथ है. ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली अगर ये जयपुर वाला जयपुर नहीं जाना था तो मैं ज़रूर जाता, बट अभी समय ही नहीं था. मेरी ट्रेन है 2 घंटे बाद की, इसलिए मैं नहीं जा पाया. ठीक है, चलो लेट्स मूव अहेड. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज यूनिवर्सल हेल्थ कवरेज. Universal health coverage is a very debatable topic. And why it is a debatable topic? Indian government is not spending that money in health that they supposed to use to do. What happened is, before COVID, before 2021, Indian government is spending a very small amount for the health sector development, around 1.5% of GDP. Even Sri Lanka and Bhutan spend more than India for health sector development. That means Indian government is spending only 1.5% of GDP for health sector development. And small countries, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, they are spending more than India in context of health sector development. Now, in 2021, when COVID occurred, Government of India realized this thing, that we need to increase this spending on health, because the havoc that COVID created, you all know. So there is a continuous demand of making health under universal health coverage, making health as a fundamental right, making health as a fundamental right. So this universal health coverage is important not only in context of economy, but in context of societal point of view, or in context of essay also. The UPSC may ask this question on universal health coverage. We should cater this topic in a very detailed form. Okay, so what is universal health coverage? It define ensuring access for all Indian citizens, access for all Indian citizens, access for all Indian citizens. Okay, it define ensuring access for all Indian citizens, quality health care, which encompasses preventive, promotive, curative, and rehabilitative care. Now, listen to me. Manju, this class is on English channel, so I am really sorry, but I cannot explain these things in Hindi, because this is KGS English channel. All the Hindi content is delivered on KGS Hindi channel. Okay, so I am explaining in very simple English so that you will able to understand it properly. Now, what is universal health coverage? It defines ensuring access for all Indian citizens, quality health care, which encompasses preventive, promotive, curative, and rehabilitative care. Preventive means that care where the diseases can be preventive. Okay, promotive means medical facilities need to be promoted. Curative, proper treatment should be done. And rehabilitative means people should get over from addictions. So this is in context of universal health coverage. It is based on four A's. It is based on four A's: availability, second, accessibility, accessibility encompasses means which include availability, accessibility, affordability, and accountability. Now, what is universal health care? Universal health care means ensuring access for all Indian citizens, quality health care which encompasses preventive, promotive, curative, and rehabilitative care. It is based on four A's. Now, what all these four A's are? These four A's are availability. That means health facilities should be available to the people. Second, accessibility. Now, availability means that health facilities should be available to the people. Accessibility means the health services should be accessible to them. It should not be like that it is in far-fetched areas. भाई हम क्या कहते हैं कि हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज में ये चार एज इंपॉर्टेंट है. सबसे पहले अवेलेबिलिटी मींस जो भी हेल्थ फैसिलिटी आपको मिल रही है वो सबसे पहले अवेलेबल हो. भाई जहां भी आप रह रहे हैं वहां पे आसपास में वो अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. दूसरा एक्सेसिबिलिटी मतलब जहां पर आप वो हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज का एक्सेस ले पाओ, यूज कर पाओ. अब मान लो आप रह रहे हो यहाँ पे और जो हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज हैं वो आपसे 20 किलोमीटर दूर है, तो यू आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सेस इट प्रॉपरली. Third, affordability. The health facility should be affordable. It should not be come out of pocket. Like it should not be like that you are not able to afford it. Okay? Affordability means आपकी जेब जो है उसको allow करे लेने पे. And fourth is accountability. That simply means the person who is providing you the health services, the doctors, the nurses, they should be accountable, and the government also should be accountable to provide these health services to you people. So all these four A's are important in context of universal health coverage. Availability of health services, accessibility, that means within the range. Affordability means that should not be like that you can't be able to afford. And fourth is accountability. The person who is providing you these services, he should be accountable for it. These are the four A's in which we talk about the universal health coverage. I hope it is being clear to all of you. ये clear हुआ सबको? Now, next is how to achieve this universal health coverage. How to achieve universal health coverage. How to achieve this universal health coverage. How you able to achieve these universal health coverage? The very first thing is greater equity. Greater equity. Greater equity means equality. The more the people should be given equality, the more the people should be included in the overall segment, the better it is. So greater equity means that the equality should be promoted here. More people should be covered under this. More people should be get equal access to it. It should be the part of inclusive growth. It should be the part of totalistic growth. So greater equity is very important, and that greater equity depends on how the quality is being provided, how the people should be included in that. That means increasing the base. Second is improving health outcome. Improving health outcome. We need to improve the health outcome of the people. The health outcome of the people need to be improved. That means why we launched these schemes, why we are providing this universal health coverage, so that the overall health outcome of the people should get improved. Okay, people come out of these major illness. Then efficient and accountable health system. 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 The health system should be efficient and there must be accountability also. The people who shall be responsible for that, they should be clearly told that what is expected from them. Then reduce poverty and reduce poverty and inequality. If the health is lost, big things are lost actually. So reducing poverty and inequality. The more the people become unhealthy, the more they are driven towards poverty. The more they are driven towards the unemployment. So it will create a kind of trap. It will create a kind of unemployment trap. It will create a situation in the economy where the people will not enjoy the fruits of success, the fruits of development. So this reduction of poverty and inequality is again very important. And lastly, financial protection. Financial protection. Now we heard many times that a particular accident occur, a particular disease occur, as a result of that the whole family income get vanished on it. बहुत बार हम सुनते हैं ना कि भाई किसी को कैंसर हो गया, किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, किसी को कोई गंभीर बीमारी हो गई, पूरा जितना उनकी जमा पूंजी थी, जितना भी उनका मनी था, ऑल सब खत्म हो गया. सो फाइनेंशियल प्रोटेक्शन इज अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि अगर मान लेते हैं वो ठीक भी हो जाते हैं तो जो अगला स्ट्रेस उन पे आने वाला है, जो मेंटल प्रेशर उन पे आने वाला है, दैट इज वेरी बिग. So how to achieve these universal health coverage? That first of all, it will promote the greater equity. Second, it enhances improving health outcome. Third, efficient and accountable health system. Fourth, reduce poverty and inequality as much as possible. And fifth is financial protection. The money of the people need to be protected. So these are the 5 major things which are there in context of achieving universal health coverage. I hope it is being clear to all of you. So these are the ways through which we can achieve universal health coverage. Now moving ahead, problem in achieving universal health coverage. What are the problems in achieving universal health coverage? Problems in achieving universal health coverage. What all are the major problems in achieving universal health coverage? So the first thing is low expenditure on health. As I mentioned, low expenditure on health. Low expenditure on health. Government spend only 1.5% of GDP, that is 3 rupees per day per person on health. Just imagine the population we have. So we have only 3 rupees per day per person spending on health. 3 रुपए में तो आपको एक छोटी सी कोई दवा मिल पाएगी, गोली मिल पाएगी, एक पिल मिल पाएगी. So low expenditure on health. Government spend only 1.5% of GDP, that is 3 rupee per day per person on health. Second important thing, and Bhutan spend almost 2.5% of GDP. भूटान 2.5% ऑफ जीडीपी इस्तेमाल करता है. श्रीलंका ऑलमोस्ट 1.6%. So they are very small in comparison to India, but they spend more in context of India on health expenditure. Then low insurance penetration. Low insurance penetration. Low insurance penetration. Now friends, this is again very important. Indian government is focusing on insurance for all by 2047. Insurance for all by 2047. And as a result of that, they had started Bima Trinity. Now this Bima Trinity include Bima Vistar, Bima Sugam, Bima Vahak. Bima Sugam means integrating more population into the insurance. Bima Vistar. Bima Vistar means a different kind of insurance, health insurance, medical insurance, financial life insurance, fire insurance. And Bima Vahak, the women's who can increase the awareness of insurance to all the people, because the objective is that 100% coverage of population by 2047 in context of insurance. So low insurance penetration, this is again a problem. 86% of rural area, 86% of rural area, 86% of rural area, and 82% of urban area do not have access to insurance service. Do not have access to insurance service. 86% of rural India and 82% of urban India do not have access to insurance service. Then that led to borrowing of money. They need to borrow money, reduce their saving, and debt burden increase. भाई अगर मान लीजिए कुछ भी मेडिकल इमरजेंसी होती है तो either they need to borrow from their friends or relatives, or suppose they have, this will erode their saving and that will enhance the debt burden also. So this is low penetration. Then third is fall in vicious cycle of poverty because of debt trap. Now because of debt trap, they will fall in vicious cycle of poverty. No, Malik, if you remember, it's fine. If you don't remember, then it's okay. This will give a good impression, but always write a correct fact. So fall in vicious cycle of poverty because of debt trap. As a result of that, unemployment prevail, crime increase, financial instability occur. Okay. Then, and push people in BPL segment, below poverty line segment, and push people in BPL segment. Fourth, out of pocket expenditure on health. Out of pocket expenditure on health. Out of pocket expenditure on health. Now this out of pocket expenditure on health is again very huge in context of their own saving. Government expenditure is just 1.5% of GDP, but people, if they want to take any kind of treatment, their out of pocket expenditure increases. Okay, government spend only 35% of healthcare expenditure. Rest 65% is spending done by people out of their pocket. Rest 65% is done by people out of their pocket. Okay, at now, if you compare with global level, if you compare it with global level, in context of global level, in context of global level, spending of government, spending of government is more than 70%. Now, in context of global level, the spending of government is more than 70%. When you compare it with the global level, the spending of government is more than 70%. So this much is the difference in context of India, and this much is the difference in context of international level. Okay. Then fifth, lack of accessibility. Lack of accessibility. Lack of accessibility. Now, if you talk about the healthcare, जितना ज्यादा सिमर आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, lack of accessibility, major health facilities, major health facilities are restricted to tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Major health facilities are restricted to tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Now, tier 4 cities, village people, they are not able to get the basic health facilities. They are not able to get the basic health facilities. And as a result of that, they either need to rush to tier 1, tier 2 cities. That will also increase their out of pocket health expenditure. बिल्कुल सही बोला आपने. Sixth is commercialization of health sector. Commercialization of health sector. Now we all know what is the current situation of many of the primary health centers in village areas. We all know what is the condition of primary health center in the village areas. Although in current times it improved a lot, but still it need to be improved on a very better level. Now, if a particular person is facing a critical illness, they need to rush to tier 2 city or tier 1 city, which is nearby. Now, the health sector is so much commercialized that in context of private hospitals, the expenditure is so huge. Families need to erode all their savings. They need to sell their land. They need to sell their houses for the treatment of their near ones, for the treatment of their mother, father, sister, brother. Now, friends, imagine a scenario if a person is facing a serious health issues. His whole family fall in the debt trap. Because if they will not do the treatment, that person will for sure face the severe consequences. And if they will treat him in tier 1 hospitals or in tier 2 hospitals, their whole family income, land, building, houses, everything get eroded because of that. And this, the major reason is commercialization of health center. The expenditure is so huge, so humongous, that people try that the affordable health should be provided to them. But affordable health lack services, lack proper treatment also. These are the major hurdles, these are the major issues regarding to the problem associated with it. Now, how to ensure health coverage to all? How to ensure health coverage to all? How to ensure health coverage to all? Now, the question is this one: how to ensure health coverage to all? So, first of all, public expenditure on health need to be increased. According to the size of Indian population, it must be more than 3% of GDP. It must be more than 3% of GDP. We need to double it. Almost we need to double it. 3% of GDP. Second, enhance the capacity of public health facilities. Enhance the capacity of public health facilities. Whatever the public health facilities we have in India, we need to enhance their capacity, and we need to start it from primary health centers, from primary health centers and then we can escalate it to the second, third level. Third is expand coverage of health insurance. Expand coverage of health insurance. We need to expand the coverage of health insurance, because by 2047 we focus on insurance for all. We focus on insurance for all. That is Bima Trinity. Bima Trinity. And what all is covered under it? Bima Sugam. Bima Sugam. That means including maximum population in that. Bima Vahak. Bima Vahak. That is through females. We need to enhance the awareness. And third is Bima Vistar, to cover the different segments of insurance: health insurance, life insurance, fire insurance, and so on. So expand the coverage of health insurance. And also government and private sector collaborate to provide basic health facilities at affordable cost. At affordable cost. That means the basic health facilities should be provided at affordable cost. This is very important. This is very important. Then promote universal health coverage. Promote universal health coverage. Now, how this health coverage can be promoted extensively? How we can promote this universal health coverage extensively? Now, Srinath Reddy Committee propose following recommendations. Srinath Reddy Committee propose following recommendations. Now, what all these recommendations are? The recommendations proposed by Srinath Reddy Committee. First of all, both center government and state government should increase the expenditure on health facility. Not only center government, but state government also need to promote expenditure on health facility. That is, it must be at least 3% of GDP. It must be at least 3% of GDP. Second, government should spend 70% of the funds for development of primary health centers. For development of primary health centers. Government should spend 70% of the amount in primary health centers. The reason being is still the 50% of the India live in these villages only. So friends, if I will sum up this whole conversation, if I'll sum up this whole detailed information, I will tell you that if government of India wants to achieve the target of becoming a developed nation by 2047, if government of India want to achieve to get developed by 2047, this can be only possible if we focus on these things. See, rise in the number of GDP is a different game. Okay, like we all says that India is now the fourth largest economy in context of nominal GDP. We will achieve the $5 trillion target soon. We will become a developed nation by 2047. That's fine. But what about a scenario where the inequality is persisting so high in your economy? Where we can say the Gini coefficient is so high, inequality is so high. 80% of the wealth of India is still in the hand of only few people. Now, even if you get developed and if these prospects are not taken care of, so that particular growth is just a numbers, not in context of the whole economy. And those numbers came from only 2-3 cities of India, 2-3 major states of India. And that too from only top 4-5% of the people. But India does not mean those 4 states only. India does not mean that only 4% of those population. If we actually want to holistically develop our country, we should develop those states also which are considered as a weaker states. We will not only focus on the big states of India or big cities of the India. We need to enhance industrialization in tier 2, tier 3 cities of India also. Apart from that, we also try to create employment for those Indians who are actually constitute the major part of our population, the village people. And that can be enhanced by promoting skills, by transforming the rural areas, or by providing a kind of basic health facilities to them. Because see, everything is interconnected. Human Development Index itself shows 3 composite development. First is education. The more the education is, the more the employment opportunities, the less of poverty, the more of health consciousness, the more of health awareness. Second is health. If a person is healthier, he can focus more on his work. He can provide maximum energy or efficiency in his work. The output will increase. And thirdly, standard of living. The better the standard of living is, the better the overall growth prospect. So all these things work in tandem. All these things work in totalistic form. Then only we can say that Indian economy is actually flourishing a lot. Are you getting it? So this is the major prospect. These are the major points on which India need to focus a lot. If this is not there, then in that case, we might fall in the trouble. I hope it is being clear to all of you. So this is in context of today's session. Important announcements. For those students who give this year prelims and score more than 80 marks, we are launching a test series for them. Total number of tests will be 13 starting from 8th of June. They are at our respective offline centers also in Delhi, Patna and Prayagraj. These are in both offline online mode. टोटल 13 टेस्ट होंगे. ये नीचे नंबर है 9319293730. इस पर आप कॉल करके बात भी कर सकते हैं और इन्फॉर्मेशन ले सकते हैं. तो जिन बच्चों का इस बार प्रीलिम्स में 80+ मार्क्स आ रहा है उनको तो ये टेस्ट सीरीज जरूर से ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए. और अगर आपको आंसर राइटिंग की प्रैक्टिस करनी है तो दिस बैच इज फॉर यू. अगर आप आंसर राइटिंग की प्रैक्टिस करना चाहते हैं तो आंसर राइटिंग के इस बैच में, ये बायलिंगुअल बैच होगा, सिर्फ 3,2999 में अगर हम कहें तो आपको पूरा मेंस आंसर राइटिंग कराया जा रहा है. और ये बैच हमारा कल से स्टार्ट हो गया है, तो इसमें आप डिले मत करिए. सिर्फ 2,999 में आप आंसर राइटिंग सीख सकते हैं. So I think that's all from my side. I hope that you all know that for next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, same class, same timing, The recorded session will go on at 11:30, and from next Monday onwards we can go with the live classes. I hope it is being clear to all of you. Any doubt, any question to anyone? कोई सवाल, कोई डाउट, कोई क्वेश्चन किसी का है तो पूछ लीजिए. चलिए, that's all from my side, and I want that you people should comment in the section that whether you like this video or not. कैसा लग रहा है आपको ये सेशन, कैसी लग रही है आपको ये सीरीज, कमेंट में जरूर लिख दीजिएगा. ठीक है, उसके अलावा आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ भी इसको शेयर करिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए, और आपको पीडीएफ भी मिल जाएगी इसकी ऑफिशियल टेलीग्राम चैनल पर, जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे रखा है. थैंक यू सो मच. गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल. टेक केयर.